Hello everyone, I'm Sayeda Tasneem and in today's tutorial we are going to create a simple coloring game. Let's see how it works. So this is how it colors the different parts of the subject, and the moment you click the reset button it goes back to its original shape. So let's go ahead and create this. So I'll open a new file new, full HD, ActionScript 3, create. So the first layer I will name it as, if you want you can create other backgrounds, but for now I'll just keep the plain white background. For the first layer I'll name it as colors. I'll use the ellipse or the oval tool and create. I don't want the stroke, so I'll put it as no stroke. Fill maybe black, and I'll just create a circle like this. Okay, so once I've created a circle, a shape, let's duplicate the shape. So for Windows it is Alt and for Mac it is Option. So one first shape, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are my shapes. Now let's fill them with different colors. I'll keep the first one as black. The rest I'll fill it up with different color. Here are my colors. Now I am going to convert these different shapes into movie clips. Okay, so let's start. First one, convert to symbol or F8, C1. I've named them as C1, C for colors. Convert to symbol. So I'll give names to all of them. I'll convert all of them into symbols. Now I have used only 6 colors here. You can go ahead and use any number you want. So these are my movie clips. Okay, now let's give instance names to them. So I will give the same instance name as my shape name. So let's start. C1, this is C2, so these are done. So I'll lock this layer, I'll open a new layer and I'll name it as subject. Let's bring in my subject. So this is my subject. I'll open my library. So my subject is here. I've locked my first layer, the second layer as subject. I'll bring in my subject here and we'll resize it. So this is my subject. Now if you see, this is an image that we have imported into Animate, so we need to make it editable. So how do we make it editable? Either move, modify, break apart, or bitmap, trace bitmap. I will use trace bitmap. I'll keep the variables as the same. Press OK. So my image has become editable. If you can see, all the parts are different. Okay. First and foremost, I will change the color of the parts. Like I'll make it white. And the hair, if you want, you can leave it black or you can just change the color. So now I'm going to select all these parts and change them into movie clips. So let's start with the hair. Convert to symbol, hair, the face, convert to symbol, shirt, shorts. Now if you want, you can make the legs different or together, up to you. I'm making it together as a symbol. Convert to symbol, legs. Now convert to symbol, the socks. Also I'll make it together. The shoes also, I'll make them together as one symbol. The hands. Okay, so we finished with the hair, head, hands, face, shirt, pants, legs, socks, and shoes. Okay, now let's give instance names to all of them. Properties, hair. I'll give the same instance name as my symbol name. Face, shirt, shorts, socks, shoes, hands, legs. So yeah, all are done. Legs, just cross check once. Shorts, shirts, hands, hair, and face. Okay, so I'll block this layer. I'll make another layer. It's always best to put everything in different layers, or all your shapes in different layers. So I'll make a new layer and I'll name it as reset button. Okay, because once we color and if we want to make changes, we'll need a button by the click of which everything goes back to its original form. That is why we need the reset button. So you know how to create a button. For me, I will just copy this button that I created before. So I'll just copy and I'll paste in place. I have named this reset button, the instance name as reset button. Okay, so my color palette, my subject, my reset button, everything is ready. So I'll lock this layer also of the reset. I'll create a new layer and I'll name it as actions. Okay, now the codes for coloring game are these. Now if you look at these codes, the C1, C2 are my instance name. Now you might give a different instance name, it's okay, but just remember to change them here. Now these codes will work not just for 3 colors or 6 colors, it will work for any number of color palette that you want. Okay, but all you have to do is just go and change these. So just change that C1, C2, C3. If you're putting as S1, S2, S3, just rename this, and this C here, you just have to rename this C as the instance name as you have given. Okay, another thing is, remember, don't forget the reset button. I have given the same instance name. If you have used another instance name for reset, you need to change it here. You can also go to, when you're entering the codes, you can also go to find and replace and you can change it here. Now what is the most important thing that you need to add is, if you see these parts. Now I have used a boy image. You can use a ball or something else. So here you have to put in the instance name, that is the parts of the subject that you made into movie clip. Those are the instance names that you have to put here. So I'll just first copy paste the codes, Control A, Control C, and here's my actions, Control V. So what I'm going to do is, I'll just open my library. Since I've given the same instance name, I'll just copy from here. Okay, so actions, I'll just go up to this part, I will just click and I will add these names. Hair, then we have hands, so I'll just cross check my movie clips. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have entered all my arrays. These are called arrays, that is the different movie clips we created from that one subject. Okay, so this is done. I have changed my instance name. Do not forget to change your instance name. So let's go ahead and check if it's working. So here it is. Let's try with the hair. Okay, voila, it's working. Perfect. So okay, I want to change this into thing, make the face brown. Okay, make the glue. So this is working. Now the moment I click reset, it goes back to its original form. So there goes your easy coloring game. Remember, the instance name has to be correct for the codes to work. Okay? Thanks for watching and happy animating.